always really gets me. What's going on, guys? My name is Sam.
I'm Sadie.
And in today's video, we're going to talk about the moment that I knew that I was going to marry my wife, Sadie.
I've not heard anything about this, so...
Yeah,
see.
She literally does not even know this story. So, I mean, she knows, I think, of this story, but I don't think that she knows that this is the time that I really looked at her and was like, wow, this is the girl that I'm going to marry.
Yeah,
so,
I have no idea what you're going to say.
So I believe that it had been a few months in to us dating and really seeing each other in person, because for those of you who have not watched our How God Wrote Our Love Story video, we actually met kind of on YouTube, because she saw my account on YouTube, found my Instagram, followed me, and then I messaged her on Instagram. If you want that whole story, go watch that video after this video. But basically, we had seen each other for a few months. I think that this might have been maybe like third or fourth time coming in and seeing her. And most of the time it was at her parents' house, because she had a lot more stuff that was kind of keeping her in Alabama rather than, you know, her being able to come and visit me in Florida. I remember I had been at her house for probably... I don't know, probably about a week. I can't remember what exactly we did on that trip, but anytime we're over in Alabama, we do a lot of hanging out with friends. We'll visit a lot of family. It's very, very family oriented there and everything. And I just remember that by the time that I ended up needing to leave, because, you know, I had some responsibilities back in Florida, I just remember her getting in the car and leaving and having to go to work, because I think she was working like part-time. Yeah. And I think it was one of those times where she wasn't even...
No, I was going to an interview.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I had to leave for an interview.
So you feel like you know the day that I'm talking about?
I feel like, because I remember we were both really sad, and I remember at my interview I was just like, because we had to leave each other for like who knows how long. I think it was like a month or something. I remember the goodbye. I think all the goodbyes were hard with long distance. But.
Oh yeah, and that's what I was literally just gonna say, was that even if you think that you know the moment that I'm talking about, I think first off, you were not present for the moment that I actually realized it.
With my dad?
Yeah, so so yes, I remember that she had to leave, so I would have to be, you know, I would have to basically say goodbye then, and then I'd be getting my stuff ready and then leaving, and then I'd give her parents a hug goodbye and everything. But I remember when I said, you know, goodbye to Sadie, and I don't remember if we were saying I love you at that point or not. Probably were. I just remember her driving off, and it was like, I think I was doing okay, but then as I saw her backing out of the driveway, and then she started like driving, you know, out of my seeing range and everything, I remembered like kind of feeling like a lump in my throat and like starting to choke up. And I was like, okay, well, at the very least, like, I survived long enough to not show her how sad and upset I was.
That was maybe...
Oh, yeah, I know that if I had really shown that, because I wanted her to be able to get through whatever she was doing, whether it was an interview, whether it was work, whatever it was. And then I remember the hardest part, and the moment that I really realized, was that I started walking inside, and I could already tell like I was having a hard time keeping it together. And then I saw her dad in the kitchen, and I just kind of opened the door, and I just like, I wanted to say something, just because, you know, I didn't want to just like literally walk in the house and then just go like back to my room or whatever. And so I walked in the house, and I started to say, that was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. And probably after the second word of that was, I started completely breaking down, and I like really legitimately like sobbed in front of your dad. And I just remember us kind of being in the kitchen and just sort of talking about things, and he told me that he really it meant a lot to him, the things that I said about taking care of you, and that I had, you know, taken really seriously the things that he had told me about you, that you're his treasure, and that I'm going to value you like he values you and everything, and that I'm going to take care of you.
You're gonna make me cry on camera.
And so I remember just thinking to myself that, you know, because it's in those moments, sometimes when you're in your day-to-day, like right now, even like when we're married and everything, like it just feels so much like you're a part of my life. Mm-hmm. And obviously you are.
I'm glad to hear that.
But it sometimes, like, even like when we were dating and everything, it took us saying goodbye sometimes for me to be like, man, like I'm going to marry this girl. Like there is no way that I can live my life without her. And so yeah, that was the moment, because I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, because we had talked about this for a video idea, and it was like, what was the real like concrete moment? And I think for some people there's probably not like a concrete moment. Like I don't know if you have.
I think I do.
Okay, well that might be a video then.
And I also have a video of you saying bye to me on my phone saved down.
Are you serious?
And you were like crying in the video.
Oh guys, this is like
I have it saved down. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was just such a sweet video. I saved it down so maybe we could play it for the people.
Always really gets me. I love you so much. And I'll see you really soon. Oh yeah, I remember this video.
Yeah. Just you saying bye to me. Oh
man.
Because it was like the kindest thing ever. It was so nice.
Okay, we'll play it. We'll play it in this video. We'll play it in this video.
It's very sweet. He's very, very nice. Okay, you think back, like long distance really is hard, and thinking back on it, like I think we did really well. Like there were times where we didn't see each other for like a month. Like we didn't even meet in person till like 3 months into our relationship, really. And then that's a whole other story. He asked me to be his girlfriend outside of a rundown McDonald's.
Oh my goodness.
Very romantic.
I just caught, what do the young kids say these days? They caught a stray. I caught a stray bullet from my wife.
That's another hilarious story, is when we met in person for the first time, but that would be a whole other video. But
we're just getting tons of ideas right now, guys. We have so many different video ideas that are going to be so interesting for y'all.
But just a word of encouragement for like the girls out there who are watching. Wait for the guy who does care about you that much to where, you know, he gets emotional saying goodbye, or he doesn't have to get emotional, but like cares about you that deeply, cares about your well-being that much. I have been there as well, thinking, you know, other girls get that, I will never get that, but you just have to keep waiting, because there are still diamonds in the rough out there. It's rare, but there are still good ones. Maybe God is preparing your future spouse. Maybe they're a moron right now, but maybe sometime in the future he's being refined. You just give him some time to cook in the oven of life.
But anyway, guys, we hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Get these videos out to more people. We'll be releasing a lot more videos just like this one. Apparently, there are lots of stories that we have not told each other or certainly you guys. So if you're wanting to come along for the ride, please subscribe.
Yes.
But anyway, guys, we will see y'all next week.
See you next week.
Thanks, guys.